Thank you for joining in. I'm Jill Hoyrup, Psychic Healer. I am your host, and we've been doing a series of healings and whatnot this past week. One of them was an impromptu healing the fear of the unknown, and we did our normal Zap It Up on Sunday. Yesterday, we did healing wounds. So today we are going to follow up and use the full moon energy to continue on with our healing focus. The reason why we're doing 2 in a row is to utilize these full moon energies. Full moon is a great time for releasing. I'm just going to do a quick check since there have been some issues recently with this program. So let me. Oh, Esther's here. Okay, good. Never mind. I know we're on now. We're on. Okay, good. Yay, welcome. Good morning. Good morning to you. Good evening to the rest of us and good afternoon to some of us. So awesome. Okay, great. So let's jump in and get started. I thought we would kind of do a broad spectrum healing for those of us. Oh, good. Anshu's going to come? Okay, thanks, Esther. So, sorry, I'm taking off my socks. I'm hot. You guys always heat me up. So, not used to being warm. Okay, I mean, this kind of warm. Wait, oh, good evening for me. Thank you. It is evening here. All right. So what we're going to do in this one, I've got my black tourmaline. Black tourmaline, I'll never figure that out. That's why I could never learn how to curl my hair, you guys. So I just set it up there so we would have it. Those are some really cool bookends, but I don't know what they are, but I thought they were cool. So what we're going to do is we're going to take all of the yucky feelings that you're having lately that might be coming up for you and add them. Whatever's coming up, we're going to go ahead and utilize and release. We're going to do an unraveling and a release of these feelings and shift them into something more positive and useful. So these don't have to be new or current. Well, obviously they will be current. They don't have to be, brand new, something you've never felt before until now, or some situation you're dealing with now. You can also throw in, I'm going to have you do this consciously. I'm going to have you pull in anything that isn't feeling good to you right now. So consciously get aware of those things. Hi, Paul. Welcome. I'm so happy to see you. So pull in those things that are bugging you right now, okay? Just kind of, you're not dwelling, but you're just consciously, say you were just writing a list about them. And I want you to throw them in the pile. We've got a big pile getting ready for the bonfire, so to speak. And all the angst and woes and fears and unhappiness and depression and anxiety. And what else do we have? Confusion, sadness, disgruntledness, annoyance, frustration, anything else that I'm missing? Let me know. Let me know what's coming up for you. A couple things that are happening. I know, Paul, you're never feeling depressed. I'm not feeling depressed, but I want to throw some very positive, happy energy at anybody that is there. Is like, good. Hey, Aunt Heidi. Thank you guys for joining in. So for those of you who are new, Jill Hoyrup, Psychic Healer here, and I've been playing in the realm of metaphysical stuff and energy transformation since 2003. And what I've found is there's just a whole different way of getting at problems and things not working when you come at it from an energetic standpoint. So one of my specialties is I can look at what you tell me is happening to you in life with your problems or whatever, and I find the energetic cause of it, so to speak, or pattern or block. And then I work my delicious intuitive magic and we shift it. And then we replace it with usually some powerful healing energy, light energy, colored energy, and do some other things and help you feel more clear, and the ability to move forward comes through. There's a lot of shifting and changing that can happen with this. So that's kind of what we're working on today. Hi, Darcy. Hey, Janine. I know. Thanks for having me. I know. Isn't Paul a charmer? That's funny. All right. So what we're doing is we're just going to gather up consciously. This is kind of a, I'm facilitating what happens here, but I'm having you do a little bit of the work. So just be thinking about if anything's bugging you right now. You might be going stir crazy or something. So that is a high possibility. So let's get started then. Make sure you have some water handy for hydration. I'll be guzzling it quite a bit as we go. So I'm gonna get started here. And we'll take you through this process. So if you want to share what it is that you are releasing, then you can do so in the comments. You don't have to. I'm not going to be, psychically snooping to see what it is you're working on. If you're just here to check it out, that's fine too. Heidi says, I feel like I don't know if I'm coming or going. Lots of changes lately. Yeah, I will be doing a show called Navigating Change. So stay tuned for that one. It's in the queue. I just need to schedule it. But a lot of us are going through that, right? And especially if you're an extrovert, I'm actually going to do an extrovert activation, because extroverts need other people and they need social interaction and activity in order to recharge energetically, whereas introverts need alone time and downtime and quiet time and time to, go away and process, and that's how they recharge. So I'm an ambivert, which is half and half, but I guess I'd say mostly I'm an introvert. So this is nothing, like what the isolation stuff is no big deal to me. I'm happy as a clam. So those of you who are really struggling with not having that interaction, I thought it would be fun to do an extrovert activation for you. So, okay, Robin's dealing with the fibromyalgia pain, finding mental clarity in that healing. Yes. Okay, good. Robin's my extrovert. So that's funny. I know you're all excited. I will definitely get that one going. Okay. Maybe we need to do that one on Thursday, because we've been doing so much healing stuff, and an activation will be good for us. Darcy's, I just need to let go of all negative energy and thoughts that I let control me. Yes. And so Darcy, again, there's a little bit of personal, I guess I would say personal accountability for that, because you are in charge of your thoughts. So there's some practice that you can do to start getting a handle on that and reframing those things. First of all, stopping the spiral, and then reframing the current thoughts to something in the positive. Okay, kind of another talk for another time, but just so you know, you can start practicing that. So what I'd say to get started is start noticing what those thoughts are, what those thoughts patterns are, and picking up 3 main ones for you, main topics. So you can kind of tune into yourself, listen to your own self-talk, and see what those are as they come up. They'll be repeating patterns that are always kind of running, right? We've all got these tape recorders of thoughts going. Paul generally considers himself extremely extroverted, but I love my alone time. Yeah. Well, and it seems like with your job, you're kind of both, right? You get to go off and you can go out and work and you're around all the people, and then you come back home and be around a few people or no people. So I definitely see that. Okay, good. So we all have an idea then of what we're working on, right? So let's take a couple deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. We are going to center with ourselves and each other by doing that. And as you've been bringing up these, I'll just call them the bad feels, because that's what this healing is called. So instead of negative feelings, but anything just bad feels, right? So got the slang in there for you guys. So anything that's happening, anything that's coming up, you're just like, I'm picturing a bonfire for us. So we're all hanging out at the bonfire, and you're just your intention is that you're throwing all the stuff into the bonfire, okay? And if I'm not telling you to breathe and you feel the urge to do a deep breath, that's perfect. That means you're ready to help push it through using your energy of your breath. Janine says, how do I stay strong for my little guy? He just turned 11 and I don't want him to see my fear. I'm so scared. Yes, so this is perfect for you. So put all that in this bonfire right now. And you might want to catch the one I did the other day called Fear of the Unknown. I can't remember when I started it because I wasn't planning to do that. And then I was like, oh, let's just do it right now. So I ended up doing one. So I don't know when it starts in the video, but that might be a good one to listen to. And the way I kind of explained it the other day with the fear is, I mean, technically, Robin, do you remember what day that fear one was? Technically, like I mean, I know it's a bigger situation, but if you look at it logically, like we never really know every day what's happening, right? I mean, it's a lot different because we're isolated now. There's a different situation happening, and the magnitude of not knowing is higher, but it's still the basic, like we're really not knowing. So I don't know if that helps you or makes you want to hit me, but shift your thinking around it and your feeling around it. And I'm going to make a note to do more of that. Another one of those, fear of the unknown, because that is a big one. I feel like I was just really flippant, and I'm not trying to be like, I mean, you know, we can choose how to react to it. So there's part of a conscious, decision in there. So you can acknowledge that you have the fear of the unknown, or that you're scared, but that's why you're here on this one, because we're going, like, throw that fear, throw that scared into the bonfire, and let's shift it. So the whole point of this session is to shift it to something useful. First, to get rid of it, of course, and then to bring in some energy to replace it that's going to make you feel better. Okay, I don't want you guys walking around scared and fearful and depressed and anxious and all of this stuff. So if is that making sense, Janine? Darcy says, thank you for the advice. I'm trying to learn these things. Yes, you came to the right place, Darcy. Katie is here but doesn't have much anxiety. I'm here for support. Perfect. And this isn't going to hurt you if you don't have anything major you're working on right now. That's great. I don't really feel like I fit into the categories of this either, but mine is more about navigating change and a new living situation and that kind of thing. So just throw in whatever is fitting for you, Katie. Maybe it's the negative friends, or something like that. Or just, see what comes up for you. That's fine too. Okay, so how's our bonfire doing? We don't have it lit up yet, just so you know, but we're collecting all of these bad feels are like our kindling and our newspaper and our wood, and we're just piling. So I'm actually getting the hit that there's some bad feels that we're not either acknowledging or conscious of. So I'm just going to go in energetically, and just the intention here is to ask for all of that to be released from you. Okay. So it's the known and unknown is what I'm calling it, the conscious and subconscious, unconscious, all that stuff, whether you're recognizing it or not. And it could also just be collective. We've been doing a lot of work on what we're picking up energetically, because we're in our news feed and we're seeing everything. what you focus on expands. So the more you're seeing all this stuff all day long about it, and I'm not saying the word, I'm not giving it energy, our world event, then it's anchoring it. It's really anchoring it into your awareness and your life and your energy. And so it becomes this big overwhelming thing. And if we can shift out of that, and I've been recommending not being in the news feed as much, and you would probably be amazed at how much you're not thinking about it or not worried about it, and finding other ways to fill your time or be productive or do things that around the house that you have had waiting there for you for years. So I don't know, there's a shift that can happen with this. Janine says, yes, I'm hearing that I need to shift my energy. Yes. Esther says, I want to release all the bad feelings and negativity. Perfect. Katie says, yes, I do have negative friends that I'm separating from. Yeah. Well, I was kind of trying to come up with something you could kind of throw in the bonfire, Katie, if you wanted to be symbolic about it, right? Just kind of anything that's not working. So again, the full moon energy is great for releasing anything that isn't resonating with you anymore. So there's a little bit of, you know, mental personal responsibility behind this, because like I said with Darcy, like, you control your thoughts and you can control your feelings. So let's clear all the gunk off, infuse you with the good energy so that you have the energy behind. I know it's hard to say you're thinking negatively or you're feeling the bad feels. So it can be difficult to shift out of that sometimes. I was really struggling that with the tooth infection. I didn't even realize how negative I had gotten, and like how feisty and like just negative. And then you know, got it all fixed up, and I slowly you know, recognizing, wow, it was a lot worse than I recognized or realized until I'm on the other side of it now. So I think some of us are so in our patterns and in, especially with our thinking and maybe the way we behave or the way we look at things or think about things or feel about things or experience things, there's an expectation that comes in behind it. So being able to shift it, turn the corner with it, and do something different is really key. And it just takes a little bit of awareness. You're not, let's have a meditation and figure out our bad thoughts. Like, it's not about that. It's just about noticing when you have a shift in one mood to another, usually like a more positive mood to a negative mood, or a lower mood or a lower energy. What just happened? Who were you just talking to? What were you just doing? Who were you around? What TV show were you watching? What post did you just see? What made you go from, like, say, normal to, man, I don't feel so great anymore? Notice that kind of stuff. Hi, Anshu. We're doing it. I want to release all emotions that don't serve me anymore. All of it, not just some of it, all of it. Okay, awesome. So, yeah, that'll help you. That'll help you. I was just thinking about your 3 pieces I told you about the other day, yesterday, last night, whatever. Okay. All right, a little bit more breathing for us. So we're throwing all this in a bonfire. It's not lit up yet. All of our bad feels is the ingredients for the fire: the kindling, the newspaper, the wood. Get ready, you guys. We're going to roast some marshmallows. Okay. Yeah, I think we need to roast some marshmallows. Shoot, I should have planned it better. I could have had a fire going behind, like a background fire. Okay, I didn't know we were doing a fire till just now. That's probably why. All right. Can you hear people in the background? Just asking, because people are out there talking. So thought I would ask in case you're hearing that. Okay. I'm just checking in to make sure we're doing okay. Remember, we're pulling out all the known and unknown, subconscious, even, and conscious. Feels pretty good, actually, guys. Feels pretty big, feels pretty good. Couple more deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. Yeah. Whew. You know what's interesting is I'm not actually feeling, I feel like you guys are actually pretty good. Like I'm not feeling a lot of, like to me, it doesn't feel really yucky. There is yucky energy. I'm not seeing anything major coming out. It's really interesting. It's more, so I see colors or I get a feeling for like the intensity of it or something, and it's a big pile in our bonfire, in our fire pit, but it's not, it's, I'm surprised at how clean it almost kind of feels, kind of clean. That, does anybody else feeling that about it? If you feel stuff, you might feel it or not. So okay, all right, we're lighting up this bonfire now for kicks. So if you want to imagine, it's burning strong. It lit right away. It's got big flames going on, and all of those bad feels are now, you know, disintegrating in flames, and there's already ashes, smoke billowing. Um, I'm laughing because I'm a little bit happy to have all this TV. I'm kind of like, I was going to stop watching TV and then I got here and now I'm like in TV heaven. But I started watching Chicago Fire because I've never seen any of those. So I thought I'd watch it. It's from what, 10 years ago or something. And so it's kind of cracking me up that we're doing a bonfire because, you know, Chicago Fire. Anyway, that's probably why why it was in my awareness. Hi, Trisha. Yay! So anything, so we're still in the middle. So we're going through now. So you're throwing in any of these bad feels into the bonfire we've got going. It's already lit up. It's heating. Is everybody getting hot? Like it's going. So you might be feeling it. Anshu already feels relieved already. You're ready to get to the other side. Yeah. Yep. 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 3 more pieces. Okay. So as we keep burning that, and it's going to keep burning, and let's go ahead and replenish us. So what I like to do whenever we release and shift out energy, I like to infuse us with, you know, golden light of healing and sparkly white light of healing and rose quartz infused light of healing to fill those nooks and crannies that that old stagnant energy was in. So a lot of you have been holding on to these themes of energy, these patterns of energy of sad, depressed, anxious, pain, Robin, for example, and things like that. So you're really shifting out of it now, and we want to replenish you with something that can bring you up. And what will happen is the way we set it up is that your body will integrate as much as is needed, and it like dissipates once it gets in you. So we leave you kind of feeling bigger and brighter and lighter than you were before with all this dense, you know, thick, heavy energy, if that makes sense. So if anybody's feeling lighter already, it's because you threw everything into the bonfire. So let me know how you're feeling as we go through this. Couple deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. So I'm seeing, like normal, the energy is coming down through the top of your head, your crown chakra, starting with the rose quartz. That's the universal love, infused energy, and it's sparkling. So you can imagine like a sparkler, firecracker sparkler, that's infused in that kind of sparkle, right? Like it's shooting out and it's in this really pink rose quartz. And I see some really bright white with the sparklies and some gold and really deep golden colored, like with weaves of gold through it, of healing with a little bit of sparkles. So it's coming down through the top of our head. It's cascading down our body. It's going into all the nooks and crannies, everywhere that old energy was, the bad feels energy, going down our arms, going down our torso, down our legs, out the bottom of our feet. And we're actually going to do a grounding. So it's shooting out the bottom of your feet. All of these different colors of light and energy are like weaving within each other, going down the bottom of your feet and into the earth's core. Whenever you want to do a grounding, this is a great grounding. Use the earth, right? Grounding. Use the earth's energy. You can go out and walk barefoot. That's another good way to ground. Hugging a tree is a good way to ground. I've got some great trees outside. I'm going to go hug. So Darcy's feeling really sleepy, like relaxed. Yes. I felt a shift too with that, with just kind of, oh, okay, good. It's almost like a release. Let me know what else you guys are feeling. All right, so we're going down into the earth's core, and whatever you see in the earth's core is perfect for you. So I always see lava and rocks, and I've got a big rock at the bottom with like a kettlebell handle on it, and that's where, you know, I tie this energy to. So you can tie it to something down there if you want, if you're seeing it. I'm doing it for you technically, so the intention is there. And we're going to wait there for a few minutes. We're going to let that settle. Katie says, I've been feeling lighter all week and I'm so attracted to pastels and pink quite a bit. Rose quartz and prehnite, oh, light green, heals the healer is another great stone. Yes. I think I might have a prehnite in my bag of rocks. So another one coming up is the universal love activation. I've been playing, my guides are like, you need to play with your heart chakra. And so I've been playing with it almost every day. And it's been really interesting how it's developing, how it's like progressing. So we're going to do a universal love activation. And I can't wait to do it. I'm going to do it probably next week because I want to see what else happens. I'm going to teach you what I'm doing with myself, but it's been pretty cool. Esther says, I want to get rid of some stupid people too. Yes. I love it. Okay. All right. Now we're ready to pull up the Earth's core energy. And we're just going to follow that line. We're just pulling up those same energy, light colors, but it's coming up with the earth core energy. So it's coming back up the way it came up through the whole earth. We're not going to obviously wait till it does its however many miles of, space. So we can do it instantaneously. It's coming up through the bottom of your feet and up your legs and up your torso, and then it branches off at your armpits and goes down and out your arms and fingertips. I love it when it goes out the fingertips for some reason. I feel like that's so powerful. I see rays of light coming out. And then it's going up your chest and your neck and out your ears also, and up and out the top of your head. Very nice. So what's interesting is, remember I left the fire burning while we were doing this, which usually I'm very like, finish this, then do this, and then do this. So the fire is now almost out since we've been doing that. So it's very interesting to me that it kind of followed our whole process, and it's like the end of a fire now. I'm sorry, we forgot to interject the marshmallow roasting. I just wanted to make another little comment for you, Katie, that I really feel like you're feeling lighter because, for one, you're not at that job, and for two, you have decided, I feel like you're excited about your business now, and you've got the focus that you can give it, if that makes sense. I don't know if let me know if that resonates, but that's kind of what I'm getting for you, is that it's like a free, like to me, I'm getting like the sense of freedom, like, and plus you're not being bogged down by that environment, that work environment. So a lot of you actually, I'd like to know, maybe this is a post I'll do, but I'm really curious how many people are feeling a lot better now that they're not going to work, not going to those places. So curious. Hey, Bobby. Love, love, love. Moon is full too. Intentions, intentions, intentions. Lava, love. So I'm like, I love you too, girly. Yes, lava, love. I love working with the lava in the Earth's core. So it's so hot and luscious, but it's like so powerful. Just the grounding energy of it. So, okay, time for your hydration break, you guys. I actually want to know if anybody but me drinks water on this during this show. Okay, so we're going to do one more thing, I'm hearing, because technically we're done, but I want to see, there's something else they're going to do. I just need to find out what it is. A couple deep breaths in through the nose and mouth. I feel like we're solidifying. We're doing some other kind of solidifying here. What is it? Oh, okay. So we're going to do a little activation. So like Janine, Heidi, like these things that you are not feeling right now. So let's take the opposite. What do you want to be feeling right now? So like for Janine, you're going to feel, instead of fearful and scared, how about feeling calm and centered? How does that sound? And is anybody else having a hard time coming up with a new way to feel? So what is it that you want to infuse in you? Let's actually take a specific one and infuse it for going forward. So we're going to bring the energy of that in. So whether you put it in the comments or not, we're going to find the energy of it that you need and infuse it in you. Activate it in you is a better word for it. So a couple deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. So if you're not knowing what the word is for what you're wanting, have no fear. We're just going to take care of it energetically. Energetically, you know. So tapping into that and bringing it to you. There we go. I'm just kind of waiting to see that everybody's getting theirs, getting their activation. Okay. So some of the words coming through for me are happiness. Oh, good, Jenny. Well, I do have telepathy, so I do hear what people think. Yeah. So, well, that's good. Good confirmation then for you that that's what you needed. Ooh, self-love for Darcy. Yes, I like that one. One for somebody, I'm hearing happy, being happy, and joyful is another one coming through. Here we go. A couple more deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. So Katie, like for you, I don't know if you've said one yet. Okay, I don't see one yet from you, but like for you, I heard moving forward. So I know it's not really the opposite of like a negative thing, but it is something you've been working on. So to activate that energy in you, I think is important and good for right now. So technically, I guess it doesn't have to be, the positive side of this. Darcy's crown chakra just started tingling. Perfect. Things are working. Awesome. Okay. So I'm just going to kind of magnify now this activation. So get ready to I'm zapping it up a little bit for all of us. Yeah. So Janine or Heidi, are you guys feeling any different? I know it's probably your first time, so let me know if you're feeling any shift, if you're feeling any better about it. And you're going to know this, so this will be integrating over the next couple days. And you're going to know that there's been a shift if what you normally have thought about or are thinking about doesn't trigger you or make you spiral in your thinking, or you just kind of shrug it off, or you maybe don't even think about it at all. It's not even in your awareness. So these are all shifts that can occur. I'm surprised we didn't do any actual brain, releasing, but we don't always. I actually, for like Janine, I'm checking in about you and like, I mean, you are an empath. I don't know if you know that other people's fear and scared and their energy about this, or maybe you're talking about it too much. One of my friends just told me today, she's like, I'm not talking about the thing. She's not calling it anything either. She's like, I'm not talking about the thing, and she used statistics of stuff and talking about it. And we're kind of just going on with our lives, but I don't know, it's interesting. So giving it attention, like how that might shift our reality, our feelings about it. So food for thought. Let's see. Any more for the activation? No. Anything else? No. Okay. Oh, we're done, you guys. That was good. That was a good one. And I don't know. I'm feeling very a little bit relaxed, very relaxed actually. And I feel a little bit more centered. I feel like we kind of came together like this within ourselves. I don't know if let me know, for those of you that were really feeling it on the extreme of the other, I'd like to know if you're feeling a little bit more like this. I don't know what to call it, centered, grounded, back in yourself, and whatnot. Now, why these comments are not coming through very quickly, so I feel like I'm losing a bunch. And if I click on the phone, then I think we're going to hear the live. We're going to hear the live, actually. So I'll do that. Okay. Oops. Okay. Let's see what we were missing. I know you guys. Oh, okay. Maybe I'm not missing anything. All right. I'm not missing any comments. Or at least they haven't come in. So, hey, Rebecca, I know I miss you too. Sorry, my video is choppy. Okay, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining. This was good. Our next one will probably be on Thursday. So I'll post about that tomorrow. I'm going to take a day off from it and get the schedule booked back up again. If you're not already signed up for it, we're doing a Roar Galore in the Ignite Your Intuition Clubhouse. And you can find that by doing a hashtag Ignite Your Intuition in the search bar of Facebook. And in there we talk about, we do intuition practice. We talk about intuition, of course, and spirit guides and spirit animals and stuff like that. So come on in and join us. We're going to let our hair down and let our roar out on Friday at 6 p.m. Pacific. So come and hang out. We're going to do a group video call, so we'll all be on camera at once, and hopefully it works well. And the link is in the group, so come join the group. And I look forward to seeing you next, and that'll be Thursday. Otherwise Friday night for a lot of you as well. So thank you so much, you guys. Have a super good night. You're welcome, Esther. You're welcome, you guys. I know, Anshu, I'm so glad you're back for the lives. I guess you are sleeping at 2 a.m. when I have the normal ones, so it's hard. It's difficult because you're seeing them now, but I guess we're missing out on the UK people. Oh no, maybe we're not. I guess it's nighttime for them. Maybe this is a good time. Maybe this time works. Yay, Janine. Okay, good. I'm glad. So keep me posted. Keep me posted, Janine, if you know what you notice, anything different. So, all right. Okay, you're welcome, guys. Okay. See you next time. Bye.